YouTube! Every day is our day. What's good, man? I'm flipping standing. Bitch. So, you know it's about to get real. But nah, in all seriousness, I got this idea of this video probably like yesterday, honestly. And what happened was, I was laying in bed, and I was just thinking, damn, this year kind of sucks for Nintendo. I know they just released the Mario game, but what do they really have coming still, like that we know of? So I thought I'd make a video of every game that's coming out to the Switch until the end of this year. Now, technically it's not every game, so I'm sorry for all the Pikeman fans that are really excited for that game, but sadly that's not going to be on this list. So I even wrote down a list of all the games and their date and a little bit of the description. This is going to be in order, and first I'm going to go by what we don't even know the date or if it is even going to come out this year, and then by every month that's coming up. So without further ado, if you do enjoy this video, please leave a like, and if I missed something, because I know I'm going to somebody else's eyes, leave it in the comments so somebody else that's watching this video can also see that. And let's begin. So sadly, games like Metroid Prime 4, Bayonetta 3, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 are unfortunately not on this list because no one knows when they're coming out anymore. So we just gotta keep waiting. But again, this first part of this list is the TBA, to be announced type thing. So we don't know exactly when, but it should be until the end of this year when it comes out. But maybe not, who knows. The first game on this list is Pokemon Snap, and no one knows when it's gonna come out. GameStop, for some reason, posted that it's gonna come out December 31st, but everywhere else, like the Nintendo store and everywhere else, doesn't mention anything, so I don't know why GameStop said that. But if you don't know what Pokemon Snap is, it is a rail gun, but not gun, photography game where you need to get the best angles of the Pokemon in order to progress in the story. It's pretty cute. I mean, it's part of my childhood for sure, so I definitely am going to buy it no matter how bad it is or how good it is. The next game is No More Heroes 3. The first two are very popular, so people are really looking forward to see this game come out, hopefully by the end of this year. No More Heroes 3 is an action-adventure hack-and-slash game. It's kind of chaotic. I personally never played the first two, but I'm definitely going to pick this one up. But if you love a lot of action and craziness happening, this is definitely the game to look out for when it does come out. Next we have Sports Story. Sports Story is an indie game, and it's the sequel/successor to Golf Story. And Golf Story is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, for an indie game, it's really good. But Sports Story is basically what Golf Story is, but just all the sports now. It's a sports/RPG game. And if that tickles your fancy, literally just buy Golf Story. If you like Golf Story, you're gonna love Sports Story. But again, we don't know when that's gonna come out. Our next game is actually a little bit for nostalgia purposes, and it is Super Meat Boy Forever. And I personally never was on that train when it did come out, when it was first had its most hype. I might pick this one up now, see what the big deal was back then. And what it is a nail-biting platformer. It's very tight, precise jumps and landings. If you're really into like Celeste, it's one of those types of games. So I definitely recommend if you like Celeste. So continuing on, our next game is another indie game. And it is a sequel to the award-winning Hollow Knight. And it's Hollow Knight Silk Song. Hollow Knight Silk Song is basically, again, just Hollow Knight, but more. And what it is a Metroidvania action-adventure platforming game. It's very tough. It's very tough as nails. You are going to keep dying, but that's kind of the fun of it. Get multiple gadgets, you upgrade yourself to progress the story. So if that interests you, sadly, we don't know when that's going to come out. So another indie game. I know I keep mentioning a lot of indie games, but indie games are very popular nowadays compared to back then. But another indie game we have is Axiom Verge 2. So if you never played the first one, it's another Metroidvania platformer adventure, but with a lot of guns. And the second one doesn't necessarily look like it's a lot of guns. It's more of, they just stuck to the actual roots of Metroidvania, and they added like items like Legend of Zelda type, where you click a different button and it gives you the different item, like Ocarina of Time. Again, no release date, so we don't know when it's gonna come out. So now that we got all those good games with sadly no release date out of the way, let's actually get to some games that we know are gonna come out for sure. And we're gonna start with the month October. And number one, on October 1st, is Super Mario Bros. 35. Now this game looks crazy, I'm not gonna lie. It's literally you play Mario Bros against 34 other people in a battle royale to see who survives the longest. And it will be free if you're a Nintendo Online subscription owner. but this game just looks chaotic. If you ever played Tetris 99, it's the same idea, but with Mario Bros. I believe it's not going to be forever on the eShop. They are going to take it down, just like how they're eventually going to take down the 3D Mario collection. After that, on October 6th, we have Nickelodeon Kart Racing 2. Do I really need to say much about this? It's just a Mario Kart clone with Nickelodeon characters. I've never played the first one, and I won't play this one. But if this is interested you, then there you go. On October 6th, Nickelodeon Kart Racing 2. After that, for you sports lover, on the same day, we have FIFA 21, Legacy Edition or Regular Edition, whichever one you prefer. It's a soccer/football simulation. You have a My Career mode, you play online, you can play locally, and it's just anything of soccer, it's soccer. Hopefully this game runs better than last year's version, because the last year's version didn't do that good because it didn't run that well, compared to like NBA 2K20 ran very well on the Switch. So let's hope they learn from their mistakes. And then after that, on October 9th, we have Ben 10 Power Trip. Now, if you ever played Samurai Jack, the newest game that just came out, this has the same type of vibe and even art style almost. It's an action-adventure game where you take the role of Ben 10 and all his creatures, and you take down the villain basically. It looks like a little fun kids action-adventure game, but I honestly might just pick it up myself because it looks pretty good. After October 9th, we take a huge jump to October 30th, and Pikeman 3 Deluxe Edition comes out. This is a Wii U port of the game with the same name, but with added features. Pikmin 3 is a real-time strategy game where you control your Pikmin in order to make them do certain tasks that other Pikmins can't do. So it's micromanaging to solve obstacles or tasks that are blocking you to progressing the story. And they added more things to it. What did they add to it, you might be asking? They added a bingo mode and more co-op stuff to play. And a few other things, but I thought I would mention only those two mostly. So now we're in the month of November, and we're gonna start off with Bakugan, the Champions of Vestoria? If I got that wrong, please don't judge. I don't know. I played Bakugan when I was younger, but I didn't watch the show or know anything about it besides just playing it and throwing the balls at each other. But if you're interested when it comes out November 3rd. But Bakugan got this big announcement trailer for not the last Nintendo Direct mini, but the one before that, where it was the final game, wait, there's one more, and I literally like turned off after that. But Bakugan is going to be kind of like a Pokemon game with just 3 Bakugans, and you can add to them and enhance your team. And you can go online, you can play solo. There should be a campaign if I'm correct. I hope this is a game that people that love Bakugan still will play, and the game will keep getting updated to them so they will keep playing forever. And then after that, on November 12th, I'll give you a hint of what the game is. Hey. Was that good enough?
Boy, if you don't get...
It's Just Dance 2021. Woo! Yeah! It's probably gonna come out on the Wii too, because it seems like the Wii keeps getting the games. I don't know if anybody else noticed that. I don't really think I need to say too much about this game, do I? It's a rhythm control based game where you follow the dance moves and then get the high score of your popular musics. I know I probably have to get that from my girlfriend because she really likes those games, so sadly, I'm gonna have to be playing that too. Yo! 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 And then after that is Kingdom Hearts. Melody of Memory.
It's a rhythm game.
But no, in all seriousness, our next game is Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. It comes out on November 13th. It looks kind of good though, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not actual Kingdom Hearts what it should have been, but it also does not give a reason that I can't be a Smash Bros character. No, just kidding. You follow the same story of Kingdom Hearts 1, but instead you do this like Guitar Hero type version. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of good. I don't know why it looks this good. I kind of want to pick it up to see if it's actually fun. I know I over-exaggerated about the excitement, but I'm actually kind of excited. And again, that comes out November 13th, so might as well put that in your calendar and see how that does. Sadly, I don't want to admit this, but this might be our Christmas game, and it comes out November 20th. I think you know what I'm about to say. It's Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. Now, don't get me wrong. I am excited for this game. I just am not a Dynasty Warriors fan. So this will be my first Dynasty Warriors. So the game takes place 100 years back, the prequel before Breath of the Wild, where they're having the actual war, where the battling is actually happening. And you can play multiple characters. You can play the 4 Divine Beasts, you can play Link, you can even play Waifu Zelda. And the idea is you just slash through hordes of enemies. The game looks very polished, don't get me wrong, and it looks just like Breath of the Wild, so that's crazy to me. And I think this is the perfect way to show off the war without it being Breath of the Wild like, because if it was Breath of the Wild, I don't think that would mesh very well with the whole war idea of multiple enemies. I hope this is not the Christmas game though, because I don't think it's going to do bad, but I don't think this is going to be the Christmas game that's going to move units. But this does come out on November 20th, so keep that in mind. So if you watched my most recent video where I reacted to the last Nintendo Direct Mini Showcase, it's a long ass name by the way, I hate saying that whole name. The only game I skipped in that video was Empire of Sin, which is our first December game. It's going to be on December 1st. It's not my forte, it's another mobile looking game. Empire of Sin though is a mafia strategic game where you build up your crew to try to take over the city. You add things to each of your individual characters to make your posse stronger, and run the city, own all the alcohol, and be the greatest mobster you can be. If you're into that, again, that game comes out the first day of December. Was that cringe? I'm very sorry if that was. But after that, Fitness Boxing Dos comes out on December 4th. And if you want to get your fitness on, get them abs that you want for the winter beach time, then why not download Fitness 2? You gain 3 new characters compared to the first one. What's there not to look forward to? They're all waifus or husbandos. It's a rhythm-based game where you burn calories and you have an alarm clock. I don't know, they really mentioned that in the trailer. I don't know why, so I'm mentioning it here because I think it's funny.
Several features are included in this installment, including a 2-player mode, an alarm function.
Why? Why?
If you are interested into trying to burn some calories though, maybe pick it up, see if you like it. We have another sequel to a game that actually came out around the time the Switch came out. And it's Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, which releases on December 8th. If you're into Tetris and you're into Puyo Puyo, this is a good mesh of both, where you can play against your friends. While they play Tetris, you can play Puyo Puyo, or vice versa, or you can go online. And it's a pretty unique art style with the characters. I do like the way everyone looks in the game. I like the whole aesthetic of this game. It is a sequel, so they do add more stuff to this game compared to the first one. And again, if you're interested, this game comes out December 8th. Now for you Final Fantasy VII lovers, it's not coming out on the Switch. But the collection of Saga Final Fantasy Legends is coming out on the Switch. And that will be coming out the same day as Puyo Puyo Tetris, which is December 8th. It is 3 Final Fantasy Game Boy games combined. They really kept it to Game Boy, so it looks just like Game Boy. You're literally just buying the game, it's just a port. I wonder how many people are gonna buy this. If you are gonna buy this, please let me know. I'm very interested to see how many people are that hardcore Final Fantasy fans that they'll buy this version. So sadly, that's all the games I have that I wrote down that I thought would be pretty interesting to say for someone out there to watch. So I feel like I put a little bit of something for anybody. Or if you're into action, or you're into strategy, or you're a kid just trying to get a kid's game. Like, I feel like this list is for anybody and anyone. There is a few more games that we don't know if they're even coming out this year. Like, supposedly Doom Eternal was supposed to come out. Monsters and Gods, I didn't know until looking this up, but that was supposedly coming out on the Switch as well. But, I mean, we don't even know anything about that game, so I highly doubt it will be anywhere close to coming out this year. But there we have it, guys. That is every game that is good or of quality that I know is coming out until the end of this year. I know I missed some stuff, so again, please leave it in the comments. Because maybe that game I will end up buying myself because I didn't know it was coming out yet. So if you enjoyed this video, it did take me a little bit because I had to do a lot of research in finding these games, because I did want to give you the best games I could find. I would really appreciate a thumbs up. Maybe you I don't know, you uppercut that subscribe button. I can't think of anything right now. I can't think of anything funny. You can fitness to that hoe, you know? But thank you guys for watching. I enjoyed making this video. I know it's not a funny video or anything like that. I thought I'd just give you some news on Nintendo. So, remember, every day is our day!